on the mic, yeah, they still the scene. MD runs the play, got that leader's gleam. Gibbs the fire, the rebel with the spark. Keeps it unpredictable, straight from the heart. Wayne's got the wisdom, yeah, his game's so tight. Breaking down the moves with that sharp insight. Then there's Jonesy, DJ Hawaii 5-0. Smooth with the beats, got me lost in the flow. Toma, king of smiles, yeah, he lights up the room with that vibe so sweet, he could banish the gloom.
Banish.
Guys, one mic with the text.
I never noticed that.
Bye-bye. Yes.
Ooh.
Boy, this doesn't chart on Apple iTunes. I don't know what we're on.
From the plays to the passion, they got that glow. This is love for the game. It's the
Hornsmen
Show.
Show. Oh, shoot. Oh, that track goes harder
Every time, baby. Every time.
Every
wet
time.
toilet paper.
If you hadn't heard it, before and don't like it, we're gonna banish you. That's what we're gonna do.
Banish you. You're not
We're gonna
gleaming.
banish
You're
you.
banished.
You're gonna be maybe impaled. Maybe you're gonna
There you go.
iTunes top 5.
if you don't have that.
Three.
Hey, everybody, welcome to the Hornsmen Show. I'm your host, MD. In the studio today, we got Yip. What up?
What up? Gridiron Gospel, baby, on a Tuesday.
Ooh, we got DJ Hawaii 5-0, Tony Jones. What's up, baby?
It's good to see y'all. I've been gone for the last 2 weeks. I didn't appreciate how y'all was talking about me benching, but I'm back.
Smiles, Toma T, what's happening, baby?
It's week 4, America. We're back to business as usual, and I'm glad you worked out that soreness, man, in your side, Jonesy. The weight hit you. Ohana, happy birthday, bro.
Weights.
Speaking of hitting you, I wore a 3 because that's how many 3, wherever it is on my chest. I wore the 3 because that's how many lifts Jonesy got before everything caved in and just the boy went down.
Wow.
I went down.
Oh yeah, we back, fellas, for another show, and this one's a special one because we got a special guest that will be joining us today. We're bringing in a Texas Longhorn legend, inducted into the Texas Athletics Hall of Fame in 2017, second-round draft pick by the Detroit Lions, 3-time NFL Pro Bowler, and a dominant defensive tackle, and more importantly, AKA Mr. TFL. Y'all put y'all hands together for Big Shaun Rogers.
Big Shaun.
Mr. TFL, baby.
Mr. TFL.
Big
I would
Shaun,
like to
what
add-
is you, baby?
Wait a minute. I would like to add that Big Shaun.
Man. These acronyms, you got to clarify that now.
Tackle for loss. Tackle for loss.
So, hey,
Jones,
man,
what you about to say, buddy?
I get y'all theme song, man.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Mr.
give us some
Reacts.
feedback, bro.
Yeah, man.
What you got?
I mean, it was okay. It was 5 guys, 1 mic. They could have left that out.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ooh, clean burn.
You heard that?
Hey, everybody ain't got a theme song, man. We just take it one step at a time.
We may not either.
Oh, I ain't never catch that 5 dude.
Never.
Like you said something.
That's a prison mic, bro. He just
Wow, prison mic.
So at this point, we really will have to cut that song.
Yeah, let's move on, bro.
Yes.
Boy, we could have got
My bad.
Like, it's terrible. Like,
hey, look, I mean,
Good
it's
tip.
like Ron McKelvey was on that track. That's how. That's the fire that it was. Big Shaun, man, we've been knowing you for a long time, and you, Big Hamp, man, and we were talking about it, man. It was a Saturday, Texas Relay Saturday. You know, we went to that Fat Tuesday Saturday party, and as everybody knows, what you do at the Fat Tuesday party is you get them daiquiris, and you spend a long time in that hot sun. Well, oddly enough, we had a party that night, Alpha Epsilon Iota, at this little spot, and so we leave Fat Tuesdays, man. I go get me a little Burger King before I head to the party. Next thing you know, I woke up, it was 1:45 on the AM. But I'm getting these messages and these calls like, yo, MD, where you at? Because you wasn't here. We had to get Big Shaun and Big Casey to hold back the 47 people that busted down the door at the spot. And I'm like, see, you saw the accolades earlier. So he wasn't letting nobody get through, not through them holes in the NFL, and definitely not through that door at Maggie Mays on 6th Street.
Hey, man,
Did you say holes or hose? Which
What?
one was
Hey,
it? I just want to clarify.
Hey, look,
Here
it's
we
a family
go.
show.
Here we go.
It's a family show. I said host.
Okay. Hey, one thing I want to chime in real quick is that they didn't give good stats directly for you. Like they give amazing stats of what you've done in your career. We all know that's what it is. But let's also counteract the fact that at Texas Relays, this man came back to UT at one time on a Thursday alpha party, and he bought 100 shots at the bar for
facts.
everybody.
That's
I will
facts.
never forget it, dog.
That's facts.
And he said, "Hey, line them up
I mean,
and let's go."
In college, man, we were our brother's keepers, man. Y'all showed love.
Sure.
We all reciprocated. So, when I had my time to get my little, get my little shine on, we had to.
Well, Shaun, were you showing love when you used to hold up Courtney Garcia at the party and have him
camouflage and
have him dance on your hands? Was that showing love? I maybe.
Brother, we was young guys having a great time, man. we all had a little dance in us. Rodney, I think you had a little dance in you too.
So what did I have a little dance when at that same party you decided to put me in a truck bed? And that's when I knew the tier of athlete. Shaun grabbed me and was like, "Yeah, man, it's going down." And you lifted me up, and like for maybe 3 seconds, I was like, "Oh," and I said, "Wait a minute, he's going to the league, guys. So just take this truck bed and just sit here and enjoy it."
Well, let me apologize now. For
No, sir. I want to say thank you.
I was not quite aware maybe of some of my statue at the time, man. I was enjoying life, thinking I was just regular. I've always been one of those guys who wanted to be a regular guy, man.
Absolutely. Apology accepted.
Thank you, man. I didn't know quite how strong I was.
Yeah.
I did.
Put up 28 reps in the bench press for a combine. So, I mean, that's 245s. Big Shaun, if you don't know this, I put up 3 with just single 45s. And it was amazing, by the way.
They told me what happened. You didn't clamp the bar down or something?
He did.
Thank you. No. You know what? Let me talk about it real quick. That's what it. See, the problem is that it hit one of the little benches on the side, and then it got wobbly, and they tried to act.
Yep.
Wait. Whoa.
Shaun, you questioned it because then you said, "How can it get so low?" Shaun, you saw it. How can it get so low to hit a bench?
Yeah, I'm just wondering, like, the dynamics in the space was strong. He said he hit another bench. And
hey, man, and like Bumpy said, you had to be there.
They had the proper space for the equipment and all. I know.
Thank you. That was it.
Now, he didn't have the proper weights for the equipment. Now, mind you, we were in the Ohio State locker room, but I digress. And
it don't matter where we were.
So we took too long.
It wasn't the right facility. Double homicide. Damn.
Oh, man.
We took too long.
Fellas, we can probably go on, and we're going to go on. We're going to extend the show. I can already tell. It's a good time catching up with good people. We had some good days back in college. But Shaun, tell the people what you're up to now and what's going on with your life.
Man, really just kind of dadding. I got 4 beautiful ones. My oldest is a freshman at SMU playing volleyball, so I appreciate that love. My next daughter up is playing a little basketball. She's in AAU ball, her little sister. Then the little fella, he's just now picking up a little football. He played flag for the last 2 years. Now he's getting into tackle, going into the 6th grade. So, my time is a little divided, spread out, but I'm enjoying it, man. It's that time of life. I'm enjoying it.
Congratulations on those 4 kids. Weights.
Yeah, so you talked about your oldest daughter, Kennedy, up at SMU. Big shocker. They upset Texas A&M, swept them 3 sets a couple of weeks ago. And so having kids now, man, and the way that we roll, NIL, right? So NIL was not a thing when you were playing. So 2-part question. Number one, in your time at Texas, what player you think would have gotten the most out of NIL? And then for defensive tackles that are going for about $250,000 ish, to sign, and or the 75 to just get him there, what do you think as a defensive tackle you would have got? But for sure, who you think on the Texas roster would have got the largest NIL deal?
I mean, when I first got there, even though Rick was a pro baseball player, you got to go Ricky Williams. He was the face of Texas, and I still think Rick probably had a little NIL going back then. But Rick was a different story. I say that jokingly to people. People gonna take that wrong. Everybody understand Rick was a professional baseball player. Yeah. He was not a scholarship athlete, so the dynamics are totally different for him. Yes, sir.
The flow is different.
Yeah, they flow totally different. But I mean, shoot, I ain't imagine $250,000 to go do something that I thought was a privilege to do at the time. I mean, the dynamics have changed. The power dynamic and the structure of sports, the trickle down effect has come from the pros, come from a lot of people standing on the backs of other people to get to this point to where these young are leveraged have a kind of ability to get income at such a young age. I mean, it's good and bad.
Yeah, well, you and Big Hemp, as far as defensive tackles go, quite possibly the greatest combination at the University of Texas, without a shadow of a doubt. Without
No doubt.
Yeah. And so it's so crazy that you brought up that, because now it's one of those where many times as these commentators are talking about worth or much, they're like, oh yeah, this dude is good. He wasn't no Big Shaun and Hemp. And so I know that has to feel good knowing what kind of legacy. I mean, it's not like, you know what I'm saying, all the way back in high school, you ain't rushed for 7.9 yards a carry on the 17 carries that you had. Third all-time tackle for loss. That's what T for L is. But I thank you for telling us about the NIL, man, because I think the perspective is that people our older players are upset, not to the great perspective you gave, where this is what led us to getting to the point where we are now.
I just think people take the clippings and the old guys, all of us old guys, in retrospect, yeah, man, if I played, every old person walked uphill to school both ways, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just the narrative, you know what I'm saying? And not that I don't really truly feel like our game was a little different in respects, but it was. But at the same time, these guys are putting in work. And I can only applaud them. I mean, it was something I wish I could have took advantage of. I feel like if the average was 250, I would have been 500.
Come on now. Let's go.
By the time I left, being honest, I really feel like me and Casey had that kind of impact on the University of Texas football as far as D tackles and the legacy that we put forth behind us, like the caliber guys we did, the Mark Tubbs and those guys on and on. So, I think, by the time we left there, we'd have been in the $500,000 range.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I thank God the fact that maybe, well, it's not really good, but let's just be honest about you saving lives. The fact that NIL was not around during that time, because even with the money that you made during that time, well, we went out and Austin was on some $2 Tuesdays type of situation. It would have been
one of them Lambos they giving away.
Because you would have fit in it. You would have fit in it. You would have fit in the Lambo. Yeah. Oh my God.
Could you imagine like I said, I'm so happy for them guys, because some of it is just unbelievable. Like I look at Texas, they recruits, man. These guys really pull up and they got Lambos lined up outside the Four Seasons. It's looking like it's amazing, man. I mean, like I said, I can't do anything but wish I had.
Hey, now it was a couple guys out there with some Escalades and some, I ain't gonna talk about that, but we saw what we saw.
Shout out to Chris Sims.
Add to that though is I really hope that a lot of these guys are taking advantage of it and getting and surrounding themselves with smart people. I don't think that's preached enough. I think people preach a lot about they get upset with these people and why are these guys getting this, and they harp on it. But we really should be like, hey man, this is what's happening, man. Let's make sure we educate these young fellas and young ladies into doing the right things and keeping their money. You know what I'm saying? Enjoying life, but still keeping your money. You know what I'm saying? That's not just admonish them and talk that. Be upset with the process, man. We didn't get to have advantage in life. We should make sure that they doing the right things.
Yeah. Gib, you had a question.
Well, this is back to Impact. You were talking about that earlier, Shaun. And I think we all have a big Shaun story. So it was at the rec center when I first got to know you, because you and Casey and some of the other team would come and hoop. And of course, Rodney and I are in there running, people out the gym, running the press. But the one team that we consistently got our things handed to us by was the UT football team. Yes. And I was specifically put in the post, but just process of elimination, I'm holding Casey. So you already know how that story goes, but you were out running point. So my question is, your dad played, football, obviously your daughter is playing volleyball. You got your son who's now scratching the surface with the game of football. If you were to go back in time and play a different sport, what would you have chosen?
I'd definitely be basketball. I love basketball, man. Like you say, if you didn't find me in practice, you could find me in the gym. There were days when we were going there and pull up after practice. Me and Kwame and some of the guys, I was always petitioning guys to go play. So that basketball was really my first love. Football was my first gift. But I love me some hoop. I love me some hoop.
Why the big men always want to bring the ball up too?
Man, it's just that
Shaun would bring the ball up
why
and
all
go
the
to
little
the
people
cup.
want to be in the post? You know what I'm saying? Why all the little people want to wear 4X jeans and stuff? Everybody want to do what they ain't supposed to. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. That's why you were in the post, colleague. You were supposed to be in the post.
We're ahead of our time. Now, look, nowadays is positionless basketball, man. Bigs can bring it up. Anybody can bring it up. You know what I'm saying? So maybe I was just ahead of my time.
Yeah, I believe that. I would say, because you play both ways. At some point, offensive, defensive tackle football, you play basketball, junior year, senior year? When did you start playing basketball?
High school, yes, sir.
Okay. So both ways from that standpoint. I believe in Smiles. First of all, before I forget, I want to shout you out in terms of, you said your most important job or what you're focusing on now, and that's being a father. And that's the one thing that I think we all, kind of align with in terms of what we do in this world, and kind of matters, but it's really who we do it for, and it's the little one. So shout out to great dads, man. I appreciate that statement. I want to switch back to football and specifically your NFL career. And I believe in Smiles, but when you think about the team, specifically a player, an offensive lineman that you were excited to go up against, they were going to bring the heat. You were going to bring the thunder every time. Who was that individual, and what was it about the competitive level between you two that made you excited for those particular games?
I'm looking around right now and I don't see it. The guy that really just sparked me up was obviously Larry Allen.
I was gonna say it.
When I first got in the league, I want to say it was my first and second year with the Lions. Charles Haley was our coach. So we
wow.
Yeah. So we go to play Dallas, and he putting all the sauce on it. He's showing us video of the big man benching 600 pounds off the chest.
Yeah.
He's talking crazy to us, how we gonna be, his lady friends. We don't have our business. So I'm geeked up. But in real life, I'm scared a little bit. Like, damn, like this the real deal.
Yeah.
So, lo and behold, we get in the game, and I'm lined up on center. I kind of glance out my eye, Big Larry. For whatever reason, man, they ran a down, and I didn't go with the flow. I tried to fight it. Man, put me in my rib and my feet so hard. I took a knee. I'm out the game for a second. Literally, I took a play. I'd never been hit like this in my life. I was like, we playing football. My man got something going on.
Crawford Canelo kind of action.
Yeah, Canelo me up. Like, you don't understand that. So, chop it up, go back in the game, and I get the game ball, man. 10 tackles, 2 for a loss and a sack.
Resiliency.
Come on now.
Hey, man, Larry, I had to stand up. So
Yes,
Larry
sir.
Allen, by far, was the man of all men. He really set the tone for me and understanding what this league can be like in a level competitive. So really after that, it was downhill for everybody.
It was like whoever. That's gonna be a smile story for today because you got that first hit in with Larry Allen.
He set the tone. He made, you know, and I was blessed with that. I was blessed with the ability to always want to compete. That's kind of how I've made it to this far. Even when I got to Texas, I by far wasn't the top 15, top 10 pick in Texas, but when I got sat in that room with those dogs with Chris Akins, Casey Hampton, Cedric Woodard, Leonard Davis, like you just, hey man, you gonna eat or you not gonna eat at all? You know what I'm saying? You gonna find your place in Texas, but you not gonna eat at all. And it was not nothing negative, and we was all brothers and loved each other, but we always had competitiveness. And we pushed each other. You got to tackle, I want to. You got to sack, I want to sack. So
that's real.
I know some guys like that on the TV screen right now.
At least about like that with pickleball. You can't. It's a different level. Pickleball.
Don't see me on the pickleball court.
Pickleball, man.
Don't see.
You know that's something. I mean, unfortunately, because of them years in the league, I ain't moving around like that. But I
neither is Khalid.
Hey, no years in the league.
People is just ridiculous. Like it's like that.
No, what it is, we'll talk offline. I'm gonna give you all the secrets.
I didn't know, but evidently you can get a concussion playing pickleball.
It's a tough one. It's tough, bro. It's. I would liken it to the NFL in terms of physicality.
Stop it.
So wait, just really quick, just really quick. So Shaun got punched by quite possibly the strongest man in the history of the NFL, and you're comparing that to a concussion you received when you fell playing pickleball. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
No contact. No contact.
Zero contact. No contact with the ground. Contact with the ground.
He likened it to football.
He said he likened it.
Listen. Hey, Big Shaun, man, you've been a blessing to all of us. We've always connected with you through the years. You've always shown love. We've always shown love. We had a true collegiate experience, man. At this point, we highlight your career: 199 total tackles, 108 solo tackles, 14 sacks, and 53 were for a loss, man. And you played against some of the bigs in the league. We're not even talking about that. That was just your collegiate career. You played against Tom Brady. You played against Peyton Manning. You played against Eli Manning. All the greats that we would say. So I want to ask two different questions. The first one is, what do you think right now of Arch Manning right now? And then I'll ask my second question after this.
Man, you know, I hope the young fella's okay. Number one, to me, he's giving signs that he's not just something's wrong. I mean, when I watched him against Ohio State, he just constantly doing something with his pad. He was twitching. It didn't seem comfortable. Then we watched him against, who was that? Most recently was San Jose State.
San Jose State, then UTEP, yeah.
Then UTEP. You know, and this sidearm kind of thing in the Winston. So I'm just hoping, one, he's okay. And then two, I just think he's in it for the long haul. You know, I don't think it's a Heisman. He's out. You know, I think it was a reason that he served his time, especially behind a guy like yours, when the potential was there for him to move on. You know, if the politics led to so, I mean, we all understand how the sports goes. You know, yours was in a position to where he could have left and went somewhere else and did well for himself. But they petitioned for him to stay because we understood he needed some more development. And two, I don't think people realize the team is young. Yeah. We look at them as a returning team, but the two running backs, they both were injured. They really didn't play with the guys. You lost, I want to say, 2 or 3 O-linemen to the NFL or the draft. We lost our 2 interior guys on defense. We lost 2 receivers to the draft. So it's really a young team, even though it's next man up and some of them guys, some spot play, it's not starting time. It's not starter chemistry. Like our O-line looks like it needs to come together a little bit better. And I mean, another major part of it, no disrespect, I'm not a coordinator, but I would like to see a little bit more play calling. I would like to see a little bit better play calling to help him out. I'd like to see a little bit more crossers. I'd like to see a little more time. some screens, not just the, it just seems like we're running a lot of vertical routes right now. A lot of routes is taking time afield with like a little flare out. I think we can be way more dynamic than we are. We got 2,000-yard rushers. We can. I just feel like with his extensive experience, I just feel we could be a little bit more expansive in our play and how we call plays. Not just have a great play, but you have to set plays up. You got to run the offense. I think they run them a lot too. Like look, the last game, 2 running touchdowns. Most of his highlights come off runs. They're not really fast right now. So
Put yourself back in the situation, right? So right now on our defensive tackle side, we have 2 sophomores. One of them's a transfer, and we got 1 junior that's playing third string the way that is. He's also a transfer. What do you personally say right now as a defensive tackle, putting yourself back in the situation of where you were? Do you say anything to the
Is that Larry
offense and the
Allen?
quarterback? What do you say?
No, I mean it's a leadership deal. There's leaders on teams, there's leaders on defense, there's leaders on offense. And usually when you get in a situation where your offense is struggling, you don't want to be you just don't want to be one of them guys yelling across the room, because it does you no good. It's naturally when you yell at somebody on offense, one of their brothers is gonna take up. It's just not. We're not really getting to the problem. So that's when your leaders step up. Hey man, you got your in certain calibers, Ray Lewis's or those kind of Vince Will folks, or these people who we know to be leaders on defense. In our case, it probably would be Casey or somebody. He's gonna go over there and say what he got to say, and he speaks for us. There's no need to have 10 or 12 guys hooping and hollering. It's just not going to do any good. But at the same time, we are hoping that we don't waste a good defense, because our defense has been very strong for us. Last year they were strong, and it looks like they're as equal or equal to or better this year.
Yeah,
they gave them too many explosive plays for my liking this past game. But hey, man, when you're out there a lot of times,
all that time,
that heat
don't happen.
Yeah, because it was hot as hell out there.
They didn't score. When I was looking at it, I remember they didn't score. They only touchdown came like 1 minute left in the game.
Yeah. Third. Yeah.
Man, Shaun, boy, look, we could probably keep going for about another hour on this storytelling, but we gonna
that's probably the easiest part for y'all, man. I'm plead the fifth. I don't know.
Yeah. So you're not attorney. Don't answer the question.
Wait, but before you go, MD, and speaking of pleading the fifth, I'm gonna plead the 66th. Shaun, do you recall your 66-yard interception return for a touchdown against Tony Jones's Denver Broncos? And where we talk about your names, at some point they called you the Big Somersault. Can you tell us about? Can you before we go to MD, can you tell us really quick about your literally 320 plus pounds, 66-yard NFL interception touchdown?
You know what? That was the play that ended my season.
Wait a minute! Wow.
Hey man, I think I pulled both my hamstrings.
At the same time?
Man, I was over there sitting on ice packs, man. I was I ain't have no limb on my dive. I think I was done for the season. But in all reality, I mean, that's just one of the moments in life, man. It's just so surreal, man. It was like, damn, the ball in my hand, run, big fella, run.
Come on now.
Well, and so the crazy part, we were. I mean, we've supported you. We've talked about the Detroit and What Up Though and all that for years. And I see that you got my new R chain on, but we'll talk about that after the show. But it was so funny because we were yelling as we're watching it and just see somebody help him. Don't nobody, because there was a lot of space.
You know who that was, right? Y'all know who that was, right?
Ramsey.
That was Selvin.
That was trying to catch him.
Yeah. That's my dog. Me and Selvin talk about it. He say, big man, I could have really chopped you up. I appreciate it, brother. Thank you, brother.
And that was good times.
So it was a great moment in life. And when I go back in retrospect and go back with it with Stoney, man, it was a great time, man. It was a hell of a game. too. I think I had about 2.5 sacks too.
You did. To be exact.
I think I had about 2.5.
About two.
We don't forget them things. We might forget a lot, but we don't forget. We don't forget
2.5.
I pleaded for three. I
And then-
pleaded for the 3.
NFL bonus, baby. That's what we're talking about. At the end of the day, brother, we just want to say we're definitely proud of you, man.
thank y'all,
You've always
man.
been a supporter, man. We all have our individual stories about you, and not take away from you, MD, but man, you've definitely been a representation of Texas and the way that we are, and most importantly, I always feel like you've kept it very humble. Amongst a lot of people, man. We see you back in Austin, you still talk to everybody, you still come around. I mean, we would see you being a multimillionaire and you was still acting like you was just Big Sean that we knew from the block, man. So thank you.
Well, man, I really appreciate y'all. Like I said, man, that's what it's about, man. It was about the memories. It's not about the monetary. And like I say, man, you guys, man, we all kind of grew up together in that respect. So it's more than a brotherhood, and I'm just equally proud of y'all. But one, staying together, man, and showing and representing that we were a part of Texas as well, like
For
us
sure.
brothers, and that we could be equally as successful in various spaces, but still stay together and not split up by success.
You've been to a lot of functions that's over there. Who had the best parties in undergrad though?
Okay, MD, no, man.
Wait a minute.
The best part is the one I didn't get kicked out of. How about that?
That's funny.
Those was the best ones. The ones I made it through.
Yeah.
There you go.
You always made it
That's a
through.
good answer.
Hey, man.
Made other people through there. But hey, man, we gonna keep the show rolling. We got to get into these picks real quick. We got to get in these quick picks for the week.
Picks.
And
Yes.
anybody that's watching that wants to get in on the picks, please download the web app information right here. Take that QR code, get your picks in this week. Man, we having a good time. I will say last week.
Y'all paying, man? Y'all paying? What's
Look.
going
Like because of FDAA rules and the Federal Drug Administration.
The FBI.
HIPAA,
Because of the FAA and the triple Q.
HIPAA, all the
Hey,
above.
we how we couldn't ask you if you was getting paid back in the day.
That wasn't.
But now go ahead
Not
and
at
get that app experience, man. We look forward to y'all joining. So come on, what I said last week. If you want to beat the champ, you got to play the champ. That ain't what I said. I messed all that up. It's all good.
Yeah, but
Yeah, you said something about
But the champ,
smoked and grilled or
it
something.
don't
But
matter.
anyway, keep
Let's
it.
go ahead and get to our picks for the games this week. First up, we have TCU versus SMU. We're gonna go around the room. Toma, who you got?
Listen, shout out to your daughter, Kennedy.
Yes, sir.
She's at SMU though, correct? So volleyball, I would pick them, but football, I'm going to Hornet Frogs. Shout out to Hornets, TCU, baby.
Love it. Gip, who you got?
Yeah, I in a last minute switch, I've got TCU as well. I'm an SMU alum on the graduate level, but TCU just got a little bit more firepower. They at the crib, their defense is going to hold up, so I got TCU.
Okay, Jonesy, who you got?
Listen, Kevin Jennings, their quarterback's been consistent in 2 different games, already thrown for 836 yards. But that being said, Kibarian Barnes has been rushing for 156 yards on 21 carries. TCU is at home. Let's go with the Christians.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Not the Methodist.
Not the Methodists.
Big Sean, who you got in this one?
Okay.
Man, look, I'm going SMU. I'm gonna be a homer for my, but I
There he
think
is.
that
Good job,
dynamic
Dad.
SMU offense from last year make it back on. We hope.
There we go. Wait.
I mean, I don't even know, but SMU somehow lost to Baylor, so I ain't picking them. So I'm going with TCU, the full Christian university, not the other Methodist. I guess I don't know.
Partial
The
Christian.
Christians.
Well, I'm from the Metroplex, and I know my guy Jake, my guy Jake up there at SMU. Yep. So I'm gonna take the Dallas Mustangs. SMU about to fry up those frog legs in the skillet, in the iron skillet. So I got
MD would
SMU
never
with the win
MD
on that
would
one.
never go for 817. He's only a 214 and 972 guy.
Come on now, say it right.
Maybe
Uh,
682. I don't know.
Hey, but next up we got Washington versus Washington State. Toma, who you got?
So this is going to be the anti-state league, mostly because I'm not a fan of the Cougars, but that's a whole other thing. I got Washington this one. I think it's going to be probably about a 13 and a half point spread for Washington. You'll see domination that you didn't think, especially from their. We're going to have some offensive passing. We're going to get 400 plus yards for Washington side. So no state, Washington.
Yep. Gridiron Gospel.
Gridiron Gospel's got Washington in a walkover. They're going to go into Pullman and just and pulverize these dudes. So it's Washington in a big win.
Jonesy.
Washington has scored 108 points through the last two games. They have a 90% chance of winning. I mean, it is what it is. Washington, or else you're going to lose money.
Big shot. Who you got?
I'm going for other reasons. My man Reggie Williams, Washington.
Yeah, Reggie Williams.
There you go, shout out. There you go.
Yes.
Weights.
Reggie Williams was an amazing receiver. Side note, shout out. I'm going to the fighting Tiffany Lambie. Tiffany, she from UW, man. So the Huskies, go Dogs.
Well,
I'm going for Washington State University, which is the Huskies, honestly, not the Cougars.
Anti.
Thank you for the clarification.
Yep.
Last week, the Mean Green of North Texas put a mollywhopping on Washington. So they ain't got no chance against Washington State. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm Kylie.
Oh, my God. This is why you missed the party.
That's why I missed the party, because I'm sleeping.
Right?
Rewind it.
Working that burger, 1:45 a.m. Wake up.
They got whooped by the Mean
The
Green.
burger went to sleep.
I'm going to Huskies. I'm going to Huskies with the win. Next up, we got South Carolina against Missouri. Missouri.
Ooh. I'll go and get it started. I'm a big fan, as Waits knows, of MIZZOU. Shout out to UMD, the Four Seasons in the area. But this is a no Cox weekend, bro. So, MIZZOU, no Cox.
Yep.
Yeah, I've got Missouri here. South Carolina looked they looked special coming out the gate, but they got some issues at quarterback. So I'm taking Mizzou at the crib in Columbia. Shout out to the Band of Buds, our boys up in Mizzou.
Love it. Jonesy.
Shout out to it.
Listen, SC QB had to leave early last week with a head injury because of his status, and is still unknown for this weekend. And Mizzou is always doing it for the kids.
Yeah, blessings.
All right, so Mizzou.
All right. Big Sean, who you got?
I'm going Missouri. I'm with it, man. I like South Carolina on college football, but they're beat up right now. Gotta go Missouri.
All right. Wait.
I am from the Mo City. So I will go with Missouri on this one. Shout out to the Como Clydesdales, like Gip said. And also we'll tell about this story, but that was one that everybody on this thing, except for Sean, fell asleep on the way back. And they let me ride with Greg Dick for 2 hours by myself. And it was one of the worst 2 hours I ever had on whatever that freeway is. Not that I'm upset still.
Hey, we give you the game ball right
Sure
now.
gave it to me too.
Posthumously.
There you go.
I love it. Last year, Sellers threw 5 touchdowns against Mizzou, and a close one for South Carolina to pull out. I think Mizzou is seeking revenge this year. So just like everybody else, I'm going MIZ ZOU because we had to tailgate at the utility building.
Shed.
On
the hill.
with the
All
snow.
right, next up, we got Auburn versus OU. Tomo, who you got?
So listen, I know you don't appreciate it, but I see this boy this young man, John Mateers, quarterback of dual threat. I've been very impressed with these Boomers defense as well. I think Oklahoma got some run in them. They got some run in them, and I'm excited to see it until they see us in Dallas the Dallas area. So yeah, we going Choklahoma.
Now,
But not to choke.
for those that are following along with the reading, Georgia equals Oklahoma and Tennessee equals Auburn. But
Wow.
Kylie, who you got in this OU versus Auburn?
That's last week. Hey,
You
I
need to
picked
leave
Georgia
the
in that
past
one last week.
in
I
the
think-
past. Let it die, as Kylo Ren once said. So this is going to be the battle of the quarterbacks. Jackson Arnold has looked good. John Mateer has looked good. I got Mateer at the crib in Norman. No issues there. I got Oklahoma winning. It's going to be a tight one, though. I like Oklahoma at home.
All right. Jonesy.
OU.
Without no passion.
And it
That was
hurts
it.
me to say it.
Yeah.
It hurts. I don't want to talk about it.
You
It
don't.
hurts me to say it.
Big Shot, who you got?
Ain't going nothing on you. OU still suck. I'm going to Auburn.
There he is.
I'm only in it trying to win it, dog. That's it.
I mean, yeah, I'm not. I know
Man,
you.
you know,
I know you trying to win, King. I don't got no
that's a
dog
good-
in that
that's a
fight.
good bet.
Man. Hell with OU.
To the hell with him. You hear me?
Dallas.
Yeah.
Wait, who you
Yeah,
got?
For sure.
there's a mistake. Like it says I picked Oklahoma, but I don't know how in the world that ever would happen because I ain't picking them. And anyway, but I will say this. I will say this, Toma. Shout out to our boy GG for coming down, and we had a great moment last 2 weeks at the tailgate. We had a great moment. So we got a great friend that we absolutely love. That went to Oklahoma, and his son is up in Austin right now. We had a great time last week. So I'm really picking for a tie, but it's gonna say Oklahoma. But y'all know I ain't gonna never pick them. I'm right with Shaun. It's 3:35 in the daytime, and OU still sucks whenever y'all watch this.
I love it, man. Shout out to Mike Wills and Sean Casey, who called us racist last week for not having the OU game up there.
Jay
I was
Wig,
like,
Jay Wig.
well, in that case, sure. But we're going to give him a little love this week, and we're going to pick not Auburn. Not Auburn for the win.
Not Auburn. I knew not the side.
Auburn for the win.
That was good.
Well played.
Our last game, we got Michigan versus Nebraska. Man, we not Texas A&M versus Notre Dame. We got Michigan versus Nebraska. Toma, who you got?
Well, I was going to pick Texas A&M. Shout out to the Aggies.
It's crazy.
That went to Notre Dame game. Shout out to y'all. No, listen. Since the last time I saw an athlete on the field, Nebraska was the last time that we played them and we got on the field. So I've never picked the Cornhuskers, even though I know you had a good time that trip. We're going Michigan. Shout out to the Wolverines. Respect to the coach, and I got a lot of friends out there. So Michigan.
Yep.
Yeah, it's going to be a tight one. I would love to pick Michigan for numerous reasons, but I think Nebraska at home, they look to be a little bit sharper this season, and their newest quarterback, Dylan Raiola, has looked really, really good. So I'll take the Huskers at the house.
I love it. Jonesy.
Bryce Underwood is developing nicely every week, and he's definitely on the Heisman train. So unbeknownst to what Kali was talking about is blurt me out, F what you saying. Michigan is on the train, bro.
I love it. Big Sean, who you got?
I got Michigan. You know, we got these Detroit ties. I got Michigan, but shout out to Nebraska. I don't really like them, but the Raiola kid, that was Dominic Raiola, my center in Detroit. That's his son.
Oh, right.
Shout out. Yeah,
Oh,
shout
good
out
pal.
to
Look at the
Raiola.
connection.
You know, congratulations, much success. But
Right.
I think Michigan gonna squeak it out. Coach back, right? He back this week. He done served.
No,
That's the second game, right?
Not.
no, he not back. He missing this game too.
They'll have him.
This is
They'll have him in the
last game he
headset.
Correct.
Okay. I thought he served this too. Well, it might make it tight, but I'm still missing.
Waits.
Yeah, so ironically, that's part of it. So this is the first week where he don't get to go to practice. He don't get to go to nothing this week. But he ain't nothing too because he went to Oklahoma. And then Michigan somehow lost to Oklahoma. I'm picking the Fighting Matt Rules to win. I guess that's something he used to be at Temple Baylor, and here's another thing, and nothing against Kevin Durant, dog, but we were supposed to be a Jordan school, and Michigan's a Jordan school, and Oklahoma's a Jordan school, and we were supposed to be a Jordan school, but because of the, you know what?
Therapy time.
Can we be a
Trying to
Travis
mute
Scott?
myself.
Breathe now.
Hey, if I could rule the world, imagine that. I free all my sons. I love them, baby.
I love them,
Like
baby.
diamonds and
Baby.
pearls. Could it be? Is it too much? Bip? Is it too
It's
much?
no intro song, I'll tell you that.
It's too much.
And I got your back, bro.
Look,
No intro song, Disney.